hybrid work isn't going away. But what is going away is the idea that culture just happens if you hire good people and give them a Slack channel. Most SMEs we work with don't have a people problem, they have a structure problem. When teams are split between home, office and client sites, culture doesn't survive on good intentions. It survives on clarity, rhythm and leadership behaviour. So today I want to walk you through how we help SME leaders build a resilient culture that actually holds up in hybrid teams. Not theory or HR fluff, but what works in the real world. So part one is clarity before culture. The biggest mistake leaders make is trying to build culture before they've built clarity. If people don't know what success looks like or how decisions are made, what matters most week to week, then no amount of values, posters or team socials will fix that. At CH4B, we always start with operational clarity. That means clear roles and ownership, simple expectations around delivery, a shared understanding of priorities. Culture breaks fastest in hybrid teams when ambiguity creeps in. Clarity is what removes friction, not control. Part two is rhythm creates stability. In hybrid teams, culture isn't built in one big moment. It's built in the sequences of how you work. Resilient teams have rhythm. Now that includes a consistent weekly meeting rhythm, clear check-ins focused on priorities, not updates, and predictable communication standards. One of the biggest risks in hybrid setups is silence being misinterpreted as disengagement. That's why rhythm matters. At CH4B, we help leadership teams install simple operating rhythms so people know when alignment happens, where decisions are made, and how progress is reviewed. When rhythm is clear, trust increases. And when trust increases, the culture strengthens. Part three, systems remove personal dependence. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. If your culture only works when you are present, it isn't resilient. Hybrid teams expose this faster than office-only teams ever did. Resilient culture comes from documented processes, clear ways of working, and decisions living in the business, not in someone's head. This isn't about bureaucracy, it's about fairness and consistency. When people experience the same standards, expectations and support, whether they're in the office or remote, culture becomes stable instead of fragile. In part four, leadership behaviour sets the ceiling. So finally, culture follows leadership behaviour, not leadership statements. In hybrid teams, especially, what leaders do repeatedly matters more than what they say occasionally. This means consistent follow-through, respect for boundaries, clear decision-making. Also, accountability without micromanagement. At CH4B, we work with founders and leadership teams to align behaviour, structure and strategy because culture doesn't sit in isolation. It's a byproduct of how the business actually runs. So in conclusion, resilient culture in hybrid teams isn't about perks or personality. It's about clarity, rhythm, systems, and leadership consistency. When those are in place, culture holds even when the team isn't in the same room. If you want to understand where your structure is helping or hurting your culture, the first step is diagnosis.